Welcome into the i14 Sports Report every Thursday night right here on KNCT-FM, listener-supported public radio for Central Texas. You can also hear it on podcast platforms across the internet. i14 Sports, the letter I, the number 14 Sports, and you will find out everything we do. Facebook, Instagram, X, and also myknct.com has podcast, blogs, and weather for you. And also some storage of some of the past ball games we broadcasted too. Gary is trying to get those stored on there too. So we'll be doing football Friday night, weather permitting. We'll see what happens. Stay tuned. Here comes the show, folks. Hold on. Last week's finals, it was the Ellison Eagles 56, Waco 7, Harker Heights 36, and the Bulldogs 16. It was Leander Lions 0 and those Lake Belton Broncos 45. Belton in a tight one over Waco University in a tight one over Belton, 33-27 in that ball game. And it was a 42-14 final with Temple defeating Killeen High. So here's how the district standings rank in 10-5A. Brenham 2-0, Waco U 2-0, Belton and Ellison at 1-1, Ryan Rudder and Waco at 0-2 with 3 weeks remaining. Looks like the Eagles got a spot in the playoffs if they can win the next 2 out of 3 games. That's good stuff there. 8-5A. Georgetown 4-0, Eastview 3-1, Cedar Park 3-1, Lake Belton 3-1, Leander 2-2, Rouse 1-3, Chaparral 0-4, and Glenn is 0-4. Games coming up will be posted here in just a few minutes. I'll tell you exactly who's playing who this week. Harker Heights in 12-6A, 4-0 district record. Right behind them, Shoemaker 3-1, Midway 2-1, Cove 2-1. Temple's 1-2, Bryan's 0-3, and Killeen is 0-4. Ellison is at Brenham this week. Rudder at Belton. University is at Waco. Eastview is at Chaparral. Glenn is at Georgetown. Lake Belton at Cedar Park, and Rouse is at Leander. And in 6A, Midway is at Killeen. Shoemaker at Cove. Temple at Bryan, and Harker Heights has the week off. Stat leaders for this week, Mr. Hudson Humble, of course, right up top. 26 touchdowns and 2,300 yards. Smith behind him from Ellison, 1,600 yards, 12 touchdowns. Dell Addison from Shoemaker, 1,500 yards, 13 touchdowns. Coleman from Chaparral, 730 yards and 7 touchdowns. And Ingram from Killeen, 412 yards and 4 touchdowns. Yards rushing, Mason from Harker Heights leads the way with 10 touchdowns. Gordon over at Killeen High, 3 touchdowns. Brown at Shoemaker has 15 touchdowns. Brandon Brown Jr. Thomas at Shoemaker has 7 touchdowns. And Walker from Shoemaker has 5 touchdowns. The rushing Grey Wolves there. Yards receiving, Taylor from Harker Heights has 933 yards, knocking on the 1,000-yard door. 11 touchdowns on the year for Mr. Taylor. Mr. Polite from Shoemaker has 10 touchdowns on the year. Hall over at EHS has 4 touchdowns. Ramirez at Ellison has 4 touchdowns. And Nobles from Harker Heights has 5 touchdowns. Tackles, Howard leading the way, man. 102 tackles on the year, followed by Lucas from Shoemaker with 93. But Howard out there, Cooper Howard at Harker Heights is unbelievable. Mr. Perry over at Ellison has 76. McKnight at Harker Heights has 65. McMillan at Heights has 63. Interceptions, Logan from Shoemaker has 3. And William Thomas from Shoemaker, Wilder from Killeen, Goldagaskar from Killeen, Reed from Ellison, Loney from Harker Heights, and Evans from Shoemaker all have 2 interceptions apiece. Sacks, Mr. Perry leading the way with 7. Tied with Mr. Simon from Ellison. The sack squad over there at Ellison has 7. And Arisa Razzo from Killeen has 4.5. KISD football, these Friday night games are going to be moved up due to impending bad weather. We're getting rain, thunderstorms, and everything moving into the area sometime on Friday night into Saturday, so they've moved the game times up. Here we go. KISD Schools, Killeen taking on Midway at 5:30. Once again, that'll be Leo Buckley Stadium, Killeen and Midway, 5:30 kickoff for that ball game. They're not going to change the time for the Ellis and Brenham game because Brenham is so far south. 7 o'clock kickoff for that game, and it will stay as scheduled. Killeen traveling over to Copper's Cove to take on the Bulldogs. At 6 o'clock now. They moved that game from 7 to 6 o'clock. So Shoemaker and Copper's Cove, 6 o'clock on Friday night. And the game we will be broadcasting live on KNCT's Crave app from Chaparral Stadium's Joseph Searles Stadium at Chaparral. Friday night, we're going to start at 6 o'clock. Also, 6 o'clock kickoff for the game that we'll be broadcasting on the Crave on the KNCT app. 6 o'clock. I'll start a little earlier than that and play some music and do a little pregame for you. But that's going to be kicking off Chaparral and Eastview 6 o'clock. We'll be broadcasting that on the KNCT app. Just look for it on the homepage. I'll have the links up everywhere so you can find it. All right. We'll be updating you all through the night on the scores. Let's move over to volleyball real quickly here. Waco Midway is one district. Copper's Cove has clinched the playoff spot along with Temple. Harker Heights, if they can win, or Bryan can lose tonight, they'll be in the playoffs too. Killeen 1-10, Shoemaker's 1-10. And Tuesday's games: Cove beat Killeen, Temple Shoemaker. Waco defeated Harker, Midway defeated Harker Heights, and Bryan had the week off. Shoemaker's at Copper's Cove on Friday night. Temple at Bryan. Waco Midway at Killeen. Harker Heights is off. And that will be the end of the regular season on Friday night. So we'll keep you up to date on those scores. And 16 5A volleyball, Lake Belton and both clinched playoff spot. Lake Belton's one district, in fact. Chaparral is sitting in that third spot, along with Waco University with a 4-5 record. Both those teams have a shot to get in. Ellison 3-6 and Waco 0-9. On Tuesday, Belton defeated Ellison. Lake Belton defeated Chaparral. Waco U defeated Waco. Friday night's games, the final games of the regular season. Ellison at Chaparral, and Chaparral needs to get a win there. Lake Belton at Waco U, and Waco at Belton. The 6A games start at 6 o'clock. The 5A volleyball games will start at 5:30. Great night stats tonight at Raising Cane's in Killeen with Dan and Matt and Joe. We had a great time. Had some folks drop by to see us. That was a great time. Next week we're going to be out in Harker Heights with Raising Cane's with the Harker Heights Knights. Hopefully we'll let you know more about that in next few days. Don't forget family passes available for all athletic events except football. Contact cleanisd.org/tickets. And the Golden Age card for anyone 55 and above. You can get in any event: football, basketball, baseball, drama, choir, everything. You're getting in free with that club card, and all you have to do is get one and contact KISD about that one. KISD.org/club card. All right. And also don't forget, you got get your tickets before you go to the ball game. Go to the Killeen website, Killeen ISD website, and get your tickets before you go. Put them on your phone and you'll be good to go. Last 3 weeks before we find out who's going where in the playoffs. We've got 3 weeks left. This Friday, next Friday, and then the 6th and 7th of November will end things up. We'll be broadcasting another game, 2 games coming up in the next couple weeks, streaming on the Central Texas College KNCT app. Thank you very much. We appreciate y'all. Including Friday, October 24th, Chaparral and Eastview. That's 6 o'clock now, 6 o'clock for the Chaparral Eastview game on Friday night that I will be broadcasting on the Crave app. Thursday, November 6th, Chaparral will be taking on Lake Belton. All right. Thank you to JH94 Foundation, Modern Appliance, Dr. Brad Buckley, our state representative, Kids Therapies, Seashells Visuals, the Syntex Chiefs, and Cloud Real Estate for supporting I14 Sports and the kids around here. Thanks for listening to the show. Sorry it's a little long, but a lot of information to get in. Don't forget, game times have changed. 6 o'clock kickoffs, 5:30 for that Killeen game, 6 o'clock for Shoemaker, 6 o'clock also for that Chaparral game, and then 7 o'clock for the game being played by Ellison down in Brenham. All right. Stay dry. Take care of yourselves. Keep it on KNCT-FM. Bill Hecky will have that weather forecast updated all the time. All right. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other.
This has been an I14 Sports Network production, bringing the heat from the heart of Central Texas.